Hi all, thanks for joining us here again at Framework FX, and today we're going a little bit old school and we're going to do one of our old full back tests on the Asian session strategy. Okay, so in this video I'm going to explain how the strategy works, and then I'm going to run you through what I found from a full year's worth of back testing, so you're not going to want to miss it. And while I've got you, can you make sure that you've hit that subscribe button and you've hit that notification bell as we're trying to grow the channel again now that we are back. So let's not waste any time, let's go straight into how the strategy works. Okay, so I really quickly want to just go through the strategy obviously with you, the most important part. And to start off with, I want to show you that we're on the Euro USD. You can try this across all. I'm not sure how it'll work. I've just back tested this on Euro USD, okay? And I'm using the hour. Again, you can use any time frame because it doesn't actually make a difference, but it's just quickest to do it really on the hour. So the first thing you want to do is you want to come up to indicators and click on that here. Just type in Asia, and it's the second indicator down, Asian Ranging Kill Zones by RJG Trader. So if we click on that, it brings us up here, and as you can see, we have these little boxes. Now I'm just going to run through, there might be winners or losers here. I'm just going to describe the strategy really quickly before I show you the results. But basically this is how it works. So it's not exactly the Asian session, let me just put it that way to you, but this is the indicator I've used to back test so I can give you the results accurately by using this indicator, okay? So this is the strategy. We have this little box, it closes here at 5 a.m. Okay, it's marked out for us quite clearly the highs and lows of them between them hours, between midnight UK time and 5 a.m. UK time. So as soon as this box ends, what you want to be doing is putting a stop order. Again, that's really important. You want to be putting a stop order 2 pips below the low and 2 pips above the high. Now, I'm not running it through the replay, I'm just going to make it quick for you all. So as you can see, we've pushed through the low and we've been 2 points below that. So the low of this candle was 24.4, so we want around 22.4, which is roughly about there. And then we're 2 points above the high. Okay, so the high is 63.7, so we're around 65.7, roughly around there. Okay, and then your risk reward is 2 to 1. Okay, so if you look at this now, we don't make it before price drives back up. It's important to say I've left all positions open, so in this case, we would have still been in this trade till it got in, and we would still take a trade here. So let's take a really quick look at this. Okay, so this is an interesting one. We might actually just have been clipped into this one. So the low of this session was, by the way, if anyone's interested, I'm looking up here for the high, low, close, etc. So the low of this session was 67.9, so we're looking for 65.9. Does this clip hit? Yes, it does. Okay, so we would have put this 65.9 around here. This would have gone a couple of points above the high, and as you can see, would have been clipped in and taken straight out. I really want to try and find you a winner. This is quite clearly a winner. So again, would have gone, high of this session is here at 94.8, so we're going 96.8 roughly, around about there, 2 points below, around about there, and as you can see, quite a clear 2 to 1 win. Okay, that's the strategy. It is literally that simple, right? Now let's go across now and take a look at the results. So if you're enjoying the video, please do us a really quick favour and click the like button, and also make sure that you comment down below any strategies that you want us to backtest and go through for you, because we're always looking for new ideas. And also, if you didn't already know, we have a website, it's frameworkfx.com, and I suggest everyone run across there, jump on there and take a look at that as well. Okay, so here are the results, and let's start going through the data that we've got a little bit. So we'll start off with profit and loss. So just to clarify, this was January 2021 to December 2021, so the whole of last year, and it returned 114%. Now, obviously, that is incredibly impressive. I'm very happy with that if I was trading this normally. How can I describe the strategy? So it was interesting. It worked out most of the time. because what we were finding was we were getting the open push, if that makes sense. So we were seeing the open, we were setting our stop orders either side of the highs and lows of the session before, and then when we opened up, we would often get quite an aggressive run in one direction or the other, and so that saw us comfortably making finding the take profit. Or conversely, what we would often find with losers is we would either break that high or low, clip it, and then we would push in the opposite direction. That was also commonly seen as well. So 114%, really happy with that. We took 253 days, so obviously theoretically we would be taking one trade per day, so that's why you can see it quite uniformed throughout each month. We had 121 winners, 128 losses, and then the break-evens, actually we only had 4 across the year, but when I say break-even, I've just put them down here as that they were actually non-trade. So often if we'd had a really large Asian session and then price just wasn't able to break either the high or low before the next day, we just wouldn't trade it. So only 4 of them. It had a win rate of 47.83%. So for a lot of people that are new to trading, this is really key to understand. So we actually had we actually lost more than we won, but because we were trading with a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, you can see there what kind of fantastic results you can get, and why it's so important that if you can, you try trading with a positive risk reward. It really does help you out. So let's just have a quick look at the months. We can see that we did very, very well in the first half of the month, and then not so well in the second half of the month. There could be many reasons for that. It could simply be just how the economics around the euro, the dollar was in the start of the year compared to the second year. It might have been more volatile. That would be really me guessing. And because it's a mechanical strategy, you've sort of just got to take the trades, how you take them, and the results will show you. The results will either work out or they won't. So if we move across then and take a look at the days of the week, this one is an interesting one. So relatively, I can't really say that it's equal throughout. Every day was a winner, but as you can see, Thursday did a lot of the heavy lifting. Again, that could be just because price sort of is a little bit more settled. It knows where it's going, and it could be a lot of people wanting to get trades in before the week, but before the Friday, the last day of the week as well. Might be completely wrong, but that's what I would surmise. Monday, same thing again. It's done pretty well. So you bookended the week with very similar results there. That could be people trying to get out of positions on a Friday, people trying to get into positions after the weekend with some of the news that's come out. If we take a look then at hours of the day, so because we were taking this straight after the theoretical Asian session, what the indicator that we were using was showing us. Obviously, you can see it's very, very densely packed around sort of 5 a.m. UK time, and then, well, actually, the latest trade we took was at 3 p.m. UK time, but obviously the first 2 or 3 hours were the key. Although it's nice to see that relatively, unless you're taking trades there, obviously at 12 lunchtime, then most hours were winners. So, there we go. There's a refinement straight away there. You could say, I just don't take trades over lunchtime, because actually if you just cut out from 11 till 1 p.m, you'd have actually, saved yourself only 1%, but you'd have saved yourself money. So that's maybe something to keep an eye on. Last thing to look at, if we take a big look at this pack of information here, you'll see that there wasn't much. So we obviously made more profit by about 30% actually in short trades and long trades. Again, that could just be because of the way that the Euro USD was moving in either parts of the year. But it's, nothing to refine there, because both of them were significantly profitable, but interesting to note nonetheless. Also, that as you can see, there were about nearly 20 more short trades, so that could also be a reason. The average wins, average losses, and everything, etc., they're all obviously preset, so that won't make a difference. Now, something I always take a long look at is the max drawdown. As you can see here, minus 8.4%. I'd be really pleased with that. To gain 114% on the year and only have a max drawdown of 8.4%, this trade would be a real winner for me. For sure. There aren't many refinements that I would suggest making. It looks pretty good. Obviously, go away, backtest it yourself for sure, and take a look if there's anything you want to tweak it to, see if you can get similar results out of it that I did. If we just really quickly take a look at the visuals, you can see here, so that's a really lovely graph there, driving up with our results. That's exactly what you want to see. You know, there are peaks and troughs in that. It's going up. It's not a dead straight line, because it never will be, but it's, you know, definitely moving in the right direction, and that's exactly what we want to see. And the bars roughly telling us what we've already looked at there. We had a strong start of the year. April was a bit of a misfit in that first 6 months. Again, many reasons that could, you know, there's several reasons could be for that. But the back end of the year was definitely the weaker half for the strategy. But nevertheless, still across the year, we've done very well. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please show us support by hitting the thumbs up, subscribing to our channel, and ringing that notification bell to keep up to date with all of our future releases. And also remember to leave your comments below. As well as this, make sure you head over to our website where we have great information about our other projects, including our signal service, where we provide all of our results over there, so make sure you check it out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.